Do you think your physical appearance helped you in your interview? Because Sean, back me up here. Like, if you're an interviewer and you're looking at the two of us, you'd probably be like, whatever she says is golden.
Listen,
this is my life. This is my whole life.
No,
we could be on a fucking, we could be online for a movie theater and we're late. And I'm like, hey, can we pass, you? And people are like, no, fuck you, fatty. And then she'll go, hey, is it okay if we pass you? I'm like, of course, your movie's starting. Please help yourself. Go ahead.
Let's talk about how it really is. Most people don't even think I'm a dentist, okay? Like, first things first.
But if you were at a dental interview,
I was at a dental interview.
They knew you were you.
But they usually see the blonde hair and whatever. Fine, I'm not hard. Whatever. Whatever you think I am. You find me attractive. That's great. We're married. But people tend to feel inclined. The blonde hair, good looks. They feel like they need to talk slow and loud to me because they think I might be just a drop stupid. So
is.
So you think they just let me in?
True.
Oh, you're an ass.
Okay, you got it.
That make you feel good? Okay.
The mediocre dentist. The mediocre dentist. Cause sometimes you just feel mediocre. The mediocre dentist. The mediocre dentist. I am mediocre, you are mediocre. And that's not that bad.
Hey everyone, today's episode is called The Dental Journey. You might wonder what it takes to be a dentist, but that would be weird because only dentists listen to our podcast. So if you're listening to this podcast, there's a good chance you're a dentist. You might be a hygienist, in which case you can relate as well. But probably nobody else can relate to this episode. But this episode is called The Dental Journey. And it's all about all the steps it takes from the time you're 13 until you become a dentist, and how absolutely mediocre you feel the whole time. Let's start everybody off. Every dentist out there starts this journey late elementary school, early high school.
Mm-hmm.
By early high school, you got to be thinking, I'm going to be a dentist. I'm going to be a doctor. You get the word doctor in your head. And at some point, biology, 9th grade, chemistry, 10th grade, you're like, somebody tells you.
Yeah, I'm team science.
I'm team science.
Yeah, that's where we're going.
And maybe a teacher, maybe a parent, they go, newsflash, if you're team doctor science, I know you're 12 years old, 14 years old, but C ain't going to cut it.
Yeah.
So put away the Instagram. In my case, put away the television.
The Xbox, the PS5.
Or as I would say, Game Boy.
Oh, gosh. Oh, Nintendo.
Okay, for everyone who's watching, I just want to be clear that I'm 47 years old and she is 41 years old. I understand
41.
that
I am about to be 44.
I was trying to not have a domestic dispute later.
No, I'm fine.
I gave you an extra 3 years.
Listen, don't mess with me. I'm in the spicy years, sir.
Okay, for people listening, I understand that I can pass for 65. And my beautiful wife here can pass for 25. But the actual truth is we are only separated by 3 years.
I know. Do you remember the time when you spoofed everybody and they believed that it was your 60th birthday when you hit a milestone, when you hit 40?
Once upon a time, I told people when I turned 40 that I actually turned 60. And a lot of people wrote back, wow, congratulations.
Yeah, they bought it. They bought it.
Nobody even wrote back. That's crazy. It's impossible.
It's the gray hair. It's a vibe.
As I was saying, if you decided you're going to be a dentist / doctor, this journey started 9th, 10th grade.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody told you, parent, teacher, guidance counselor, older brother, put away the Game Boy, Xbox, Instagram, and you're going to have to hit the books tonight to know the difference between a mitochondria and an endoplasmic reticulum. And if you don't, you're not going to dental school. True?
Absolutely.
Cool. So you go through high school, you're at the top of the class / you're top half.
Yeah.
Then you apply to college.
Mm-hmm.
You get to college, and you've been working hard already for 2-3 years. You got good grades, so you feel 100%. Good about it.
Yeah.
But you've already a little level of intensity more than the other high school
yes.
people.
Expectations for yourself. Yep. absolutely.
And all walks of life, basketball
100%.
players,
Every
cheerleaders,
aspect.
nerds, skateboard, everybody's into it. But
Yep.
you're definitely working a little bit harder / your grades mean a little bit more.
Yep.
You get into a decent college, whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
Freshman orientation, people are picking their classes.
Mm-hmm.
And they're going through this great, gigantic book. And somebody says, 13th century Hispanic poetry, check. I'll take that. That sounds like fun. And your other friend says, NBA Broadcasting 101.
Mm-hmm.
And another friend's taking a class called The Business Behind Chick-fil-A. And everybody picking like fun courses. And you're like, oh, what should I take? And your guidance counselor says,
Bio 101.
What else?
Chem 101. Organic chem. Whatever it was. That was in second year.
Lab.
And lab. Oh,
And math. And you're like, can I take piano for dummies? And they're like, no.
No, there's no bird courses for you.
No.
So, yeah.
Maybe if you want to stay for an extra 3 years, you can.
Yeah.
No, you're going to take these science courses, which meet twice a week and have tests every other week. And by the way, there's a lab, and that lab means that you have no social life because you're going to be in a lab 4 hours a night.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool.
That was life.
And you make it through.
Yeah.
And
the rite of passage.
You're on like this track because you have to get through biochem and organic chemistry and calculus before you take the DATs,
Mm-hmm.
the dental aptitude test.
Yes.
And you basically you're like your whole life. Some people have to go to like summer school. Like you have to take extra courses. You got to take physics over the summer to get
just
it
so
done.
you can get
just
a
so
good
you
enough
can
grade.
take
Yeah.
the DATs on time without having to waste a year.
Yep.
So you take this hard test
Mm-hmm.
and you do well. And
Yeah.
you do well enough.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a crazy test. Like some of it's science, but some of it's just like take this marshmallow and put it into a triangle.
No, it's not that. It's just like being able to imagine it three-dimensionally, which a lot of dental is.
I
thought
wear
that
glasses.
was the most relevant
How
part
is
of the
that?
test.
I feel like I was.
You're at a disadvantage.
I was at a disadvantage for that one because I wear glasses and I can't see things in 3D. Nor should anybody need
You're
to.
literally dealing with a three-dimensional tooth structure when you're drilling into it. I think it's a big deal.
I know, but the biggest difference is that that's a 3-dimensional tooth structure, and this is a fucking piece of paper.
Yeah, fair. Okay, well.
With a multiple choice question. You make it through the
I take
DATs.
it you didn't do well on the perceptual
I did not.
ability test.
I
Okay,
didn't.
all right.
I didn't.
Okay.
I think I got like a.
You're just trying to
8.
justify it? Does it make you feel better, kind of coming clean about that?
I love that you're shaming me about my DAT score.
That was my
on
best score.
perceptional
No, that's okay.
ability
Absolutely.
because I went on to become a really big dentist. And if you don't know, I think you should ask because everyone says I'm huge.
I get
Anyway.
it. And I got to marry you. I got to become your professional photographer. Okay. All right. I digress.
Okay.
Let's go.
You did well in depth of perception.
Yeah.
I did not do great, but
You
the rest
killed
of
the
my
comprehension?
scores were crazy good. They were like, do you want to know a crazy story? I don't know if I ever told you this.
I don't know.
Did you know
Hit me
that in
with
the 1996 DATS,
Yeah.
I was so good at science and chemistry, at science, biology, and chemistry, that I actually found a mistake
On the test?
on the test.
Ooh. Did
It
you
was
get
a-
like bonus marks for that? For shaming them?
It was a Punnett square test for genetics, and none of the answers were possible.
Okay.
And I actually called the DATs afterwards and told them about that, and they sent me a letter. Sean, put up the letter. Yeah, this is a letter from the dental aptitude test people
To David Galler?
saying that David Galler, you are the fucking smartest person who ever took this test because not
That you
only did
even
you almost
know.
get a perfect score,
Yeah.
we apologize for the dumbness of our question, which didn't have an answer. And out of the 50 billion people who took it, nobody except for you found it. I don't want to brag, but nobody else in my life has ever cared about that. So
Okay.
we created a podcast.
That was a beautiful moment. Thank you for the share.
Oh, thank you. You make it through the DATS, Dr.
Yes.
Gruneski. Now you apply to dental school and you got your grades and you've been going hard for
Long time.
7 years now.
Absolutely.
You've been going hard
I was-
7 years.
I was going hard since I was like in grade 2, but fine. All right. You're a little late to the game.
Okay, a lot of us weren't going hard till early high school. now you get into dental school. Congratulations, you made it in. And
Made it through the interview. You bypassed like the biggest one. That's where I shined.
Interview?
Sean. Yes, absolutely.
Really?
Yeah.
Because you're blonde and beautiful.
No,
and
it
you
had
just get
nothing.
to go
It had nothing to
everywhere
do
you
with
want?
anything. No, because there was no right answers really. It was all just like situational based, and there was no real great way to prepare for it. Although I know they have all sorts of apps for that now. But it was just real. It was just like who you were, and I thought that they got to the core of my soul well.
You feel like you did well in your interview.
Hit it out of the park, I think.
I
think it made up for my. I'm going to just be honest with you. I don't know what KPIs are. I don't give a rat's ass about P&Ls. I did not study for the DAT. Coming clean. Did not study.
At all?
At all. I know that there was courses you could take. I don't know.
You didn't take a captain's course?
I did not do that.
And read a book and study for months?
I bought the book. I opened it once and I was like, you know what? Que sera, sera. What will be, will be. It's a true story. I don't know. It's like there's a part of me like I'm a brat, guilty as charged. Like there's something about me. I don't think it's a laziness thing. I work hard for things, but that like it was like me proving that I could do it. Like I ran a marathon once. I did not train for it.
What did you get on the DATS?
What was it?
Is that a 30?
Was that a 30? I don't know that I know the full answer, but I know that I did not do great on the soap carving, which was weird to me because I'm pretty like anal about those things. But I think because I hadn't practiced it, it seemed like there's a lot involved with that.
Okay.
With the angles and like.
Back to the interview part.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you think your physical appearance helped you in your interview? Because Sean, back me up here. Like if you're an interviewer and you're looking at the two of us, you'd probably be like, whatever she says is golden.
Listen,
this is my life. This is my whole life.
No,
we could be on we could be online for a movie theater and we're late. And I'm like, hey, can we pass, you? And people are like, no, fuck you, fatty. And then she'll go, hey, is it okay if we pass you? I'm like, of course, your movie's starting. Please help yourself. Go ahead.
Let's talk about how it really is. Most people don't even think I'm a dentist, okay? Like, first things first.
But if you were at a dental interview.
I was at a dental interview.
They knew you were you.
But they usually see the blonde hair and whatever. Fine, I'm not hard, whatever. Whatever you think I am. You find me attractive. That's great. We're married. But people tend to feel inclined, the blonde hair, good looks, they feel like they need to talk slow and loud to me because they think I might be just a drop stupid. So
is
so you think they just let me in?
True.
Oh, you're an ass.
Okay, you got
that. Make you feel good?
So,
okay.
Okay.
So it had nothing to do with it.
Yeah, shocker that
you're makeup. I was
you bombed the DATS, but you got
didn't
into.
Bomb them. No, I did good on the reading comprehension and perceptual ability. I did not do well on the soap carving. Next.
All I'm saying is that if you said you didn't study for the DATS, but you killed the interview segment, I'm calling your looks had a little something to do with it. Call me crazy.
I had like A pluses. I had a beautiful 3.9.
Call me crazy, America.
Listen.
Go to the YouTube version.
You know
Tell
what?
me which one of these you take out to dental school.
I answered it. No. The question.
Picture you are a 40 to 50-year-old male dentist who works in a dental school, and a hot 21-year-old skinny blonde Barbie-looking student comes into an interview, and she just tells you she don't give a shit about dentistry because she did not study for the DATS. And then you give her a perfect interview score. I wrote
a magnificent essay as well.
I went into my interview and I was like, I actually found a mistake on the DATS. And they were like,
that's a little
Are you going to lose any weight before you come to school?
No.
That's what they said.
You know what? You got demerits because I was a little braggy. I was a little douchey. But actually, you know what? That's very dentisty of you as well. So, well done.
You started this process early high school. You made it through high school. You went to college. You didn't get to take any fun courses. You didn't take ballroom dancing because you were in the lab taking microbiology, okay? Didn't take broadcast journalism either. Nothing, okay? You maybe had a girlfriend, but it's or a boyfriend, but it's probably somebody from Chem Lab.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
You didn't have too much fun. Then you make it through the dental admissions process. The DATS, the interview, the blah, 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 blah. Then you make it to dental
You're in.
school.
You get that email. That was hot.
Let's be real.
Let's be real. Dumb blondes can make it far in this world.
Let's be real. I started this process way too early in high school, worrying I wouldn't get into dental school.
Let's be real. Our paths couldn't have been any more different than one another's.
Let's be real. I wish I would have watched more Cosby Show than studying.
Let's be real. I did watch all the television shows and I still got probably better grades than you.
Let's be real.
And now a word from this episode's sponsor. I know we swore we would not have sponsors, but the money was too good and we sold out.
Today's episode is sponsored by EOCA America. Do you know what EOCA stands for?
No clue.
I don't either, but they are
Awesome
good,
product.
Awesome. This is a orthodontic supply store in Tampa. They got a little bit of everything.
Yes.
Do you need to remove excess from your attachments? Boom. The composite attachment burr,
Yes.
thin,
Beautiful.
needle nose, easy to use, remove attachment. Do you need to get your aligners to seat better?
Oh,
The
munchies.
munchies.
Life-changing. Gets
If
you in
you're
and
not-
out of treatment.
Popular to our producer Sean's thoughts, munchies have nothing to do with us being high on the set.
But you could chew on it if you were.
Are you wearing your aligners?
I am not.
If Andrea was wearing her aligners like a good patient, she would be using the munchie. We recommend to use munchies on every single clear aligner case to get the aligners to seat better. Get the aligners to seat better?
Get in and out of treatment faster.
Let's say you want to take pictures of your patient's teeth. Like you want to take records of the patient's teeth. You know what you should use?
The retractors. The
Hands-free
retractors.
retractor.
Incredible. Yes.
Easy.
And with the demystify, they've got the demystify,
Right.
blows fog
Right.
away.
You go
Gorgeous.
through that website, there's
No, it's
20
incredible.
things.
One-stop shop.
One-stop shop. There's 20 things. If you're in the clear aligner game, go to the EOCA website. They got 20 things you need.
Yeah,
Make you a better dentist.
absolutely.
Yeah. And they're also friends. We like them. Shout out Dr. David Penn. Kind of, it's not our
The
dad,
Australian
but
goat. The
he's like our
Australian
Australian dad.
goat. Okay.
We stayed at his house once. It was fantastic. If you're ever in Australia, just look him up. I'm sure he'd want to get random Gallerites calling his house. He's a
thinking
good
not.
friend to us. He always has been.
Amazing man.
I would say he's a savant.
He absolutely is.
He's like a dentist
He's-
inventor.
A beautiful, brilliant mind.
Did you know he was the original Australian dentist to bring Invisalign there?
I do know that.
Yeah.
He's exceptional. I love spitballing with him.
Yeah.
One of my greatest or funnest things to
EOCA, you
do.
check them out on the AACA website or on the Mediocre Dentist website, or Sean will put up their information.
Are we sold out? Were we sold out?
And we're back here at the Mediocre Dentist podcast. And I'm joined tonight by our good friend, Dr. Nathan Oakes, a.k.a. Ted Lasso.
This is true. This is a true story.
Welcome to the set, Ted Lasso. How are you?
I'm doing very well. I just got in. I just saw the Area 51 airplane take off as I was coming here, and I got the whole story in the background about it. Fantastic.
Let's hear the quick story.
So apparently you can be a civilian and you can work for Area 51, but you must travel to and fro on this airplane. They have their own gate by where we're staying.
Yep.
And once you're there for 4 days, and then you're back on the plane again.
And the plane has no insignias on it. It has no markings on it, and it is not on any radar. And you can look that up on Google, my friends, and let us know your thoughts at themediocredentist@gmail.com. But thanks, that's true. I have seen that Instagram reel.
Mm-hmm.
While we're on the topic, was the moon landing real?
Jesus.
I believe so. If you fly to Portland, Maine right now, they have all the moon rocks out so you can take a look at them.
What makes you think that that's a moon rock?
They literally say that they know it, and because they've taken samples from the moon.
And the same people who said we landed on the moon said this is a rock.
Yeah,
Is there any part of the rock that is identifiable as actually coming from the moon?
I would assume, but I don't. I'm not a geologist. That's not
what
my
the American government
specialty.
wants.
Wow.
Because the moon landing, very skeptical.
Is it?
Because we haven't gone back. Why haven't we gone back?
I thought we were.
I don't know about it.
Well, I mean, the moon's not that special anymore. It's Mars now.
Really?
Yeah.
If you found out that that Elon Musk was landing on the moon next Tuesday and streaming it, you ain't watching it?
I would watch for sure.
So what do you mean it's not that interesting?
I mean, we've already been to the moon, so what? Like, what's the next adventure?
Going back, because I ain't never seen it, and neither have you.
I'm going to Mars with Matt Damon and watching him poop in soil to grow potatoes. That's what I want to see.
That's one of my favorite movies. Okay. Dr. Nathan Oakes is from the great state of Maine and one of our great friends, a real friend to dentistry at this point, a fantastic dentist, skilled surgeon at this point, an Invisalign leader, a great Aspen Dental resource, Aspen Dental, real just part of the network, a good dentist all around. I've never met a dentist who didn't have great words to say about Dr. Nathan Oakes.
Thank you.
True story.
Thank you.
Are you ready to take the DATS?
Anxiety test. Anxiety test.
Because that's what we do here at the Mediocre Dentist Podcast.
The DATs?
D-A-T.
I was not ready for this, but sure, yes.
All right, but I have good news here because the DAT here stands for the Dental Anxiety Test.
Oh, yes.
You're
You're gonna fail or pass the hell out of this.
It doesn't matter.
here we go.
It's going to be a win-win.
Anything except for the dental aptitude test.
No,
All
absolutely
right,
not.
first question on the docket for the dental anxiety test. What year did you graduate dental school?
2013.
2013.
Yes.
Do you now, almost 13 years later, ever go to sleep at night and flash back to dental school?
Yes, I do.
That's crazy.
What happens?
Well,
Walk
it's
us through it.
usually my favorite things.
Okay.
My biggest flashback is a dental school appointment where my buddy and I, my roommate at the time, Jamie Hardy, we were trying in our occlusal guards or bleaching trays, and the prosthodontist is watching us do it, and I am checking Jamie's mouth, and in between he's taking his trays out and grabbing my trays and putting them into my mouth without washing hands. And the prosthodontist is like, "You two are idiots." And we're like, "We live together, it's not a big deal." But we did pass, so we're okay, yeah.
Worst day in dental school. Walk us through it.
Ooh, worst day in dental school. Worst day in dental school was when I had to give a IAN block on my wife's roommate at the time.
Side note, Laura Oakes, fine dentist, excellent Invisalign provider, good friend to the Academy, David and Andrea Galler.
So, you practice on each other in dental school, right? So
We have Friendship Day. Do you have Friendship Day?
It's not called Friendship Day. It's like, they call it like ICE, like it's experience night or something like that. I forget what it's called, but you pair up with people and Laura's roommate's like, "Nate, you can give me an injection." I was like,
You sure?
And I remember I'm like shaking and this guy's like, "No, deeper." I'm like, "Oh my God." I'm like, "Did I hit your uvula? I'm so sorry." But that was the scariest. That was
day.
scariest for me. And then after that, like everything was like a lot easier.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's not bad.
Not
That's
bad at
not bad at all. I thought it was going to be like, hit her in the eye. She lost an eye.
No.
That would be a bad day in dental school.
You never saw that? I saw someone from our class was going for like right above the canine, and it came through onto the face,
Oh, yeah.
and then the squirting, and you're like,
My
"Oh,
hygienist did that. Yeah.
that's a weird
It
day."
happens.
All right, next question. Dr. Nathan Oakes.
Yes.
On Sunday night, you just played meatball, everybody happy, beautiful boys.
Yep.
5 o'clock rolls around, p.m.
Sure.
You start to get a little nervous belly?
No, I get anxious because there's things that I want to get done that weekend that I haven't finished yet. So like, I'm not getting anxious about Monday. I'm getting anxious about the things I didn't finish Saturday or Sunday.
Monday's never nervous about work the next day?
Monday's a new day.
New day. All right. I like that. You walking around downtown Maine.
Sure.
Just state.
Anywhere. All
Anywhere.
over. Doesn't matter. Yeah.
And you see an advertisement for another dental office called Schmaspin.
Ooh.
You getting a little nervous? You getting a little bit upset? Another dentist advertising in your neighborhood.
It only depends on what they're offering to their patients. If it's
Free whitening.
For life.
that's fine. They can have that. I don't need that. That's
And
not
free Invisalign consults.
sure. I mean, I do the same thing.
What would make your blood boil?
If they said that Dr. Oaks' dentistry is not as good as mine, like that would
be an aggressive
Yeah.
advertisement.
yeah.
Don't think you can do that.
That would be
You're safe.
He sucks. Like, don't go
like
see
just a big billboard that says, "See this guy? He
Just
sucks."
Like
big circle.
extra-
Exactly. Yeah.
Call R up. Have you seen this
It's
dentist?
my new nightmare. Yeah.
Wow,
That would stress me out. That would be the bad one.
that's dark.
Yeah.
But nothing else stresses you
No.
out.
I trust my hand skills. I trust what I've learned. So I don't think people can do it the same exact way.
About those hand skills, you are extracting a tooth,
Sure.
deep, roots, crazy. You're elevating.
Sure.
Now you're luxating,
Ooh.
and you hear
Oh yeah.
their voice in that little head that goes, "Crack the root. You crack the root. You crack the root. You crack the root."
No, the roots don't scare me. It is breaking the buccal plate and the palatal plate at the same exact time and having a huge exposure into the sinus. That's yeah.
Yeah. What's that voice say?
Fuck. I have to pull the rest of the teeth, but now I'm gonna stop and close up this sinus exposure.
You heard that voice?
Yeah.
Every time you get close to the sinus, she like, "You broke it. You broke it. You sneezed. You broke it."
It definitely has an accent. It's gotta be like, oh no sir, no sir, please don't,
Please don't break me, Mr. Oaks.
no,
Please don't crack my
No.
sinus.
no sir, please don't.
You ever have a pessimistic voice in your head while you're doing procedures in general?
Yeah, I think I have a pessimistic voice sometimes when I'm trying to teach someone how to do something the way that I do it, because I don't think that I can convey that message the right way that they want to hear it. Like when you're trying to teach someone to do IPR for the first time, how do you go through that stepwise procedure? It's very easy, but how do you convey that message so it makes sense to that person? Because everyone has a little bit different love language, and we've talked about that before. But to me, do it like this, do it like this, do it like this, and someone's like, well, why do I have to do it that way? I don't know the answer, just do it the fucking way I told you.
How often does Dr. Oaks check his reviews?
Not all the time. I check them to laugh.
No.
Laugh?
Yeah.
Let's dive into that.
Yeah.
The boy on the outside is laughing, and the boy on the inside is crying.
I'm never crying. It's funny because you get the person that's like, oh, you're not going to do my extraction the same exact day. Like, no, because you couldn't pay for it. So thanks for the 1-star review. That's a 1-star review in your wallet. But you can't say
I like that.
I would love.
I mean, it's realistic.
Yeah.
Beyond healthy.
So
You are not cut the same as the
You
rest
are
of us.
not
Like
cut
that-
the same as the rest of us.
It is the way that everyone gets roasted, but you can't return the roast. Like
So 1-star review bothers you, doesn't bother you?
0. I don't care.
0.
Doesn't bother me.
Think about an hour later.
No. On to the
Laura's
next.
like, honey, you want to go for dinner?
On to the next 1-star review.
Wow.
He's got nerves of steel.
He's got
I'm like-
nerves of steel.
It's terrifying me.
I'm still nervous about the patient who
I
wrote the
know.
1-star review about him. I'm still thinking about that.
I know. We'll
Who?
we'll
Who
worry
was
about
it?
it for
Who?
him.
I'm worrying for you.
Doesn't matter.
Let's take it up a notch.
Ooh. Spicy?
Patient calls up, says, I'd like you to transfer my records to another dentist. Bother you, not bother you?
I say, what's their address?
I think we're getting punked here.
No, this is for
This
real.
is for real.
Let's
I don't
dig in.
care.
Let's dig in. Now we got a challenge here.
Okay.
We're
I know
gonna
you're
break
going
him.
to try and break him. I know. Yeah. You
gonna
can bring
break
this
him.
up. I don't know what that's done for you.
You want to go somewhere else?
We're gonna break
Let
him.
me know where you want me to send that paperwork. I'll send it right now.
Okay. Come in Monday, looking through the schedule.
Sure.
Wednesday afternoon, John Voldemort is on the schedule.
Oh,
Just says consult.
okay.
What going through your head?
Has he ever been to the office before?
Oh yeah. Oh, he's been here.
Everyone knows who
Oh,
John
he's been
Voldemort
here.
is.
You done a root
left
canal
him
in
out.
every tooth, and then a
Gotcha.
crown. Then you extracted them all, and placed implants.
I want to know who put him in the schedule.
Oh, put him in this.
And why are
They're
there?
fine.
What is a note? Is there a note attached to this appointment?
Yeah, it says consult. I want to speak to Dr. Oakes.
Yeah, that's a bad day for me.
Ooh,
I
got
don't-
him now.
I don't wanna-
We got him.
Yeah,
You call the front desk. You're like, who gave Voldemort an appointment?
exactly.
And they're like, that's what happens here. They call and we give them appointments.
They ask. Yeah, sure. I understand
Legitimate.
that.
That's fair.
Legitimate.
Doesn't mean I want to see
now it's there. Now it's noodling on Monday. Monday night still there.
it. No.
Tuesday there till it comes.
No. Literally, when the patient's in the office, then there's like, okay, now I have to worry about it.
I'm gonna give you a check on that one.
Okay, appreciate
He's
that.
on the board.
He's on the board.
He's on the board.
All right, Saturday emergency.
Sure.
Placed an implant. Dr. Oakes, I'm bleeding through my eye.
Oh. Yeah. You're gonna have to. Yeah. What did you do after the surgery?
Yeah, smoked a pack of crystal meth.
That's not my problem.
Would go to the hospital, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Cool. Patient hangs up, goes to the hospital. You still thinking about it?
I'll see you on Monday.
What about Sunday day?
No.
No. Out
see
of your
you.
mind? Out of sight, out of mind?
Yeah. Call me if you have any more issues.
Cool. Block out.
Yeah, just call me if you need me.
In the bathroom, taking a dump on your phone. You thinking about the patient?
No.
Nothing.
No.
Gone.
Maybe when I'm wiping.
This is a real man here.
Oh,
this is a real
boy.
man here.
I know.
Okay. I'm getting. How often do you check overhead income?
Never.
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 You just trust everything Aspen's sending.
No, but I know that my concerns would be more aligned if I wasn't having patients show up. That's when I get concerned. But like, I have full schedules.
As long as you have full schedules, you don't worry about the P&Ls.
Well, yeah, where's my new patient? That's all I really care about.
That's it.
Yeah, I mean, you can take a look at the biggest thing that you look at, honestly, is what's the average treatment plan per new patient, and what is the acceptance per new patient. And if it's a $10,000 treatment plan and they're only accepting $1,000, then it sounds like to me it's turning into an a la carte. I only want this one thing done. So if you see your treatment plan accepted per new patient kind of tick up into that $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 range, those patients are understanding the treatment plan that you're presenting to them, and they are doing more comprehensive care.
So would you say your treatment plan cost per patient is most important key performance indicator?
No, I don't think it's one of the key performance indicators. I think the number one that I focus on right now is percent of schedule. So what is it? What is the number?
Percent of schedule.
What is in the schedule? What falls out and what comes back in? Because if something falls out, if a $10,000 case falls out, how do I get that back into this
What do we
month?
call that?
What do we call that?
Yeah, what's the metric?
That metric specifically, the one that I'm talking about right now is the percent of schedule. That's what
Percent
I'm.
of schedule,
Yeah,
yeah, I like that.
Yes,
Then
that's
we had an average cost treatment plan.
the average. So that
was
is
boring.
that's treatment acceptance.
Have a cost treatment acceptance.
Yep.
What else are we looking at?
Are you intentionally trying to make me uncomfortable right
Yeah,
now?
yeah,
Is that
yeah.
what's happening?
Yeah. I
He
think so.
knows that
This is
I
that.
just recently, and by recently I mean yesterday, learned what KPI stands for. So I'm literally barfing in my mouth over here.
Just text me.
Hearing you.
I can coach.
No, I understand. I intentionally don't want to know this shit, but he is going into
You need-
excruciating detail.
you need
Because
to-
I would like to know what the
That's
percentage of schedule of your patients is.
You should know.
And I would like to know the average cost
probably should.
of the treatment plan acceptance
Yeah.
in the office
I
in
paid everybody
January.
in my
What's-
office.
what was your-
I paid everything.
Yeah,
I
what
don't
was
know.
your-
I don't
What's
know.
your new patient? Yes.
What's your new patient
I don't know.
count?
I don't know.
What's your average cost of patient treatment plan? Not just that, divided by
You're stealing my
treatment.
joy. I have told you, my joy in dentistry comes from fucking around with teeth, doing something pretty with it, and making a patient
But if your
happy.
patients aren't showing up to
They are.
Then there's nothing to do because your average treatment plan does not match your percentage of schedule.
I book, like you, I'm booking far out. As far as I can see, things are going well. I charge above fee guide.
Oh.
I do not, I cannot, for my sanity and for my joy in this profession, I cannot even give two fucks
so are you
Because
about.
are you a fixed cost person, or you're like, oh, you look like you can afford a little bit more, so you're like $8,000?
No,
Yeah.
I give the best. I tell them, carte blanche. This is what you should do. We can.
So everyone gets the same price?
Yeah, everyone gets the same price.
Everyone gets the same price. Yeah. What are we talking about?
I
just said that very Canadian. You guys are making me feel very insecure.
Nate,
very
what you
vulnerable.
don't know is that my wife is a very mediocre dentist. She don't know anything about percentage treatment plan
I
acceptance
don't do business.
or dollar.
I am not in the business.
We haven't made money since
It's
1986.
not even remotely true.
So,
No idea.
If we turn that faucet on, best dentist in the world, right?
She is the best dentist in the world. We just don't make any money because she doesn't know
It's
her
not
percent.
even. You took this too far. We're paying bills. We have money in the
What,
bank.
bills? We're talking about bills?
Bills?
Playoffs?
Bills?
Oh gosh, don't go there too soon.
You're looking at a great business mind here.
I
You're
know.
looking at
I
the
can
opposite
feel
of
it.
mediocre
I
dentists
feel like
here.
I don't deserve to be sitting at this table.
It's a little bit. I don't know why we have you in this interview
Cut
because
me out.
we have
Cut me the fuck out of this
business.
frame.
We do this. How
We
we do this
have
around here.
business
I
acumen.
am just a girl.
That's a song.
Who loves a boy?
I know. That's why I did that.
Who likes Invisalign?
Oh.
All right. Let's.
KPIs.
Are we
Yes,
done that yet?
we can have a whole other conversation about
Yeah,
KPIs.
We'll bring you back. I'll be
breakfast.
sick that day.
Yeah. Show you how a real dentist does it.
Oh fuck.
Do
Sean,
you ever-
I quit.
Do you ever no charge people?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Why?
Depends. Sometimes it could be that I had a crown failure, or just recently we had a veteran come in that needed some work done, and my team was like, we should do this,
Yeah,
so
that's good. I
we're
like
donating a whole case to this patient. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
And the camaraderie behind it too with your team. The team gets like really pumped about it too. So it's a fun day for that for sure.
So you got 3 offices. You roll into 4 now.
4.
You roll into one that you're not often in. You just check on it, see how everyone's doing, show face. You're the boss. You walk by the small cafeteria room. Betty, Veronica, and Jill, assistant, receptionist, office manager, all sitting around the table. As soon as you walk in, they stop talking. What's your first thought?
Where are the new patients at?
I knew it was gonna be something like that. He doesn't give 2 shits.
Why are we sitting here right
He's
now?
rolling right off him.
Let's lock this up.
You're not thinking that they're talking about you. You don't care.
Whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
It's all about KPIs.
Exactly.
Show me the percentage gross over the divided by the patient acceptance rate
what's
divided by
the
the percentage schedule.
show
times
rate?
2.5.
Are you having fun?
I love this.
Yeah.
This is my favorite interview of the day. Have any of the offices ever done a TikTok/Instagram dance/entered an Aspen competition to show how cool you are?
Yes, they did that once. And actually, funny story, my office manager won the competition.
Oh shoot.
But I hated her, so I blackballed her so she didn't win.
I like that.
And she asked for a job back this year too. It was awesome.
Oh
Yeah.
wow. Oh wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
no place in the world for those people.
No, she won straight up. I was like, no, please don't let her go.
We don't. Yeah.
So there are a lot of associates. You're a good trainer. You're a good person to work for. If you've gone through, I've met some of your associates. I've trained some of your associates.
you have.
But associates come and go, and sometimes you work in a room. You're the MCD or whatever, and you got people coming in, and you're the owner. And do you have like favorite instruments?
Yes.
Will you hide them in the office so that they don't go back to the Gen Pop?
No, I get pissed when they can't find the ones that I like.
Oh, here's one way to make sure you never get lost. Hide them.
No, I just say put them back where they belong. Like
What if somebody takes it?
Then I say go find it. Go find that person that took it.
What if it's been used?
Then I say, why the fuck was it used?
We broke him. He was nice. He's all happy and take his instrument.
Oh, don't
kill you.
Don't take
my instruments.
Don't take my universal upper for extractions.
Oh,
Don't.
he does have a favorite.
If it's got the fucking one with teeth on it, I will stab you. I don't want.
That's only the second homicide we've heard of today.
Yeah.
Dentists
No,
are
but
weird.
we know where we knows where his buttons are.
Yeah, don't.
Instruments.
That
You go into a full mouth extraction. He don't have that. Whatever he just said with teeth on it.
Yeah.
Oh, someone getting
No,
fired.
I don't want the teeth. The teeth are bad. I don't want the teeth ones.
You don't want the teeth one.
No. Give me the ones that are just the normal universal uppers so I can just done.
Now you could buy more of those instruments, but it's more fun to have the game.
Oh no,
Do
no.
I have the instrument?
I have 4 of them in the office.
Yeah.
And there's one drawer they're supposed to be in.
Let's say you got to do full upper mount, and they're just all gone.
My favorite is you just take your gloves off, like,
Oh, do you just sit there? Ooh, do you do the toe tap? Do you do
Where
the toe
the-
tap?
Passive aggressive.
Oh, I do that. I'll toe tap.
Where's
Let me see
the?
toe tap.
I'm
someone-
toe tapping right now?
Someone show me where it is. It's supposed to be right. It's supposed to be right here.
Because without that instrument, everyone will know.
How the fuck am I supposed to do my job?
And then you
David's sitting over here waiting for his tooth out.
Yeah.
He's numb. It's wearing off. I need this. Where's this one?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm like, go get someone who can find it for me, please.
Yeah.
And then they're like, oh shit. And like everyone stops and comes over and like, I don't know where it is. I'm like, well, you better fucking find out where it is, please.
Yeah. Yeah. Because otherwise you mediocre without
Like that
that
tough
instrument.
talking. Yeah, I'm
You
gonna try
mediocre.
that. I'm gonna stop toe tapping. I'm gonna
Just
start.
gonna go take off the gloves.
No, it's strange. It was just here.
Yeah. Just be like, what's up?
Motherfucker.
Yeah, I'm not going anywhere.
Did
I'm
he get
staying right
legs?
here.
Did
I'll
he
stay
get-
right here until tomorrow. I don't
Did
care.
it get legs?
Yeah. It didn't walk away. That's for sure.
Is it in the autoclave? Has anyone checked?
You still prep teeth here and there.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah. So we have a question for you because it's a problem here on the set of the Mediocre Dentist podcast.
People, they can't do preps.
Well, there's more
one
about
of
the
us
process
can't.
that
One of us can't.
we need your help on.
Oh.
So I'm gonna give you my handpiece with a 557. Okay, you're gonna
What-
take
what-
that right now.
What are we doing?
We're
Like,
gonna-
what
we're
prep?
gonna- We're gonna. Well, you just put your hand on the burr. It's the other way around. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
this is the burr?
Yeah, that's the burr.
Oh, gotcha.
We're gonna do a number 19 crown 3/6 in Canadian. Okay.
Okay, sure.
Just
With
single
a,
unit.
with
Whatever.
a 557?
Okay, you get a diamond.
I
do
get
you want?
one diamond.
What do you want?
I would like 3 burrs.
3 burrs.
245.
245.
I'd like a football
Football's just getting sterilized.
course. It's got we don't have extra ones?
Nope.
All right, 245.
245.
And just a long shank barrel, whatever, like a long tapered diamond. That's it.
You get started. We'll look for it.
Okay.
All right. Patient numb, everything good. Overhead light on, loops good. Lean back the patient. You step on the rheostat, and instead of hearing the beautiful zzz, you hear. What do you do?
It's not spinning.
No spinning.
First, I spin it like this. And
Yes! Thank you, Jesus!
Yeah, you spin it first.
Thank you, Jesus!
What are you thinking, Jesus?
Yeah, because he
Jew
has
thinking
sent
Jesus,
Nathan
that's
here to
Okay.
help us
All right.
with that common misconception.
Wait, what does she do?
My bride don't know that if the bird don't spin, you can just give it a
I'm
little
not
kickstart.
sacrificing my
Yeah.
fucking fingers. My fingers
We
mean too much
send
to me. I'm not
hand
getting anywhere
pieces
near.
to the Shine Fix-It place every day, and she can't figure it
Oh,
out.
she's
I just
spinning.
figure, just like
That's-
that, just like that.
I did
If it spins, you know it's not seized up.
did
Lick
not
us into
know.
Ted Lasso.
I'm gonna have my team start trying that on my.
Why can't you do it?
I,
Actually, that drives me nuts. Why don't you check to
this
see
is
if
my
it
life
spins?
right
when you-
here. These things.
Does it spin before you get in the room?
Yeah.
They should be like, boop. That's not working.
And if it doesn't, just kickstart it.
Yeah, like, have you ever been on a dirt bike before? Kickstart?
I've
so
done
you
a
used to that.
lawnmower. I feel like the lawnmower thing is an application.
No,
that
that's
I
a-
can
that's
get
a pull
behind.
start.
That's a pull start. Sorry. Okay. Oh,
Yeah.
you guys are making me sweat today.
I know.
I thought the KPIs was bad. This hurt more.
This one, yeah. This is all.
How many
teamed
people have
up.
answered that question this way?
It's about 50-50. We have changed people's lives here.
So wait, there are other people that just say, "Can you just send this out, please?"
Yeah, just send it out every day.
Most of the women.
She has 6 hand pieces out right now.
I do 6.
Let's start a repair business.
Yeah,
And
you
all we
should.
do is just go. That's probably what they do. They found half of them. They just go. Bloop.
That's
We
fine.
won't tell anyone.
What? I remember. See previous discussion about KPI. Our overhead is more than we make.
That's not. Come on.
Unbelievable. I think we have an angle though with most of the AACA.
Last question. Nate, you've been around the block. You've done it
in what
here
way?
and there. Successful.
Creativity
You're at all the
goals.
Aspen leadership events. I remember when you won an ASPE. That's the Aspen Top Award for being the top
That's no
dentist with your
joke.
wife,
Yeah,
Laura
prestigious.
Oakes. You're an inspiration to all dentists. Look up to you. I look up to you. People look up to you and go, oh, man, I hope I can be like Nate Oakes one day. They really do. But let our listeners know into the mind of Nate Oakes. Every now and then, you feel a little mediocre?
Yeah, that's okay.
Why is
you
that
can't,
okay?
You can't be perfect every single day. You have to like always work at being perfect.
Yeah, but you're never going to get there.
That's okay, as long as you're 1% better. You have to make some type of improvement.
Why? Why can't you just be happy where you're at?
Because I think you become stagnant and then you just waste away.
What's wrong with being stagnant and just playing with your kids?
I mean, that's fine, but that's called retirement.
No, by retirement, I don't have to go to the doctor every day. No, I want to be happy now.
How do you be happy now? I think you try and challenge yourself every single day and say that mediocrity is not the end all. There's always something new that you can do.
Which is not the theme of this podcast.
It's not.
No.
We don't want more.
We don't want more.
We want to figure out a way
We want dentists to be
escape
happy.
the
What do you want to be
rat race.
happier, Nate? Just
What?
a little bit like I made
so
it.
you want to work less.
Maybe.
I don't think that that's the point. The point is that there
What?
should be able to be a spot that you could get to where you are content. And I agree with you. Complacency kills,
Sure.
and stagnant is not an enviable place. The concern being that whatever the dental industry has become has made a lot of people feel way less than they need to.
Sure.
Because what it looks like on social media, what people are like spinning for, like you're just asking 1%. That's not bad.
Yeah.
He's just going a little bit. But we find that most people right now are just gunning for it. And they don't even know where they're trying to go. And they're definitely not getting there happier. So
No,
we just want
okay.
people to be okay with the fact that they're middle of the pack. Middle of the pack, when you're with the top 97% of people and
Sure.
professionals in this world, you can hang your hat on that.
Gotcha. No, that makes sense. I understand
Let's
that.
say you a gazelle.
Ooh,
And you in a herd of gazelles.
sure.
And you a pack. You know what happens to the lead gazelle? He falls off the cliff. Didn't know.
Shit.
You know what happens to the back gazelle?
Eaten alive.
Get eaten by the leopard or the tiger. You want to be middle of the pack. That's where you want to be.
And just kicking people backwards to get eaten.
if, you need,
Till he's stuck.
if you need to.
I get
All
that.
right,
I get that.
everyone. This is our good friend Nate Oakes. Nerves of steel unless you take his instrument. Then he will fuck you up.
Yeah.
Thanks, Nate.
Thank you.
Thanks for being on here, buddy.
Yes, thank you.
Really good, really good. Great stuff. Great stuff.
The mediocre dentist, the mediocre dentist. 'Cause sometimes you just feel mediocre. The mediocre dentist, the mediocre dentist. I am mediocre, you are mediocre, and that's not that bad.